The freaking news. All right, turn on this other. Joe Biden has a press conference regarding the wildfires in Palisades, California, Santa Monica region, and finds a way to make it completely about himself. Surprised? We made jokes about it this morning. We made freaking jokes about it this morning that Joe Biden would make the press conference about people's own suffering somehow about himself, and he does it. He finds a way. What's up, Foret? What's up, Rob? What's up, Disco? A 91-year-old man cries, Nicolas Cage is spotted putting out fires in our pants. Karen Bass comes back from her trip from Ghana, Wakanda forever. You're not allowed to do that. You're white. I'm actually step black in your face. Gavin Newsom cringe content. CNN sent in the gays to put out the fire. Trump returns to the Capitol. A pastor at Jimmy Carter's funeral literally quotes, "Meet the parents' prayer," and I back it up. He literally quotes, "Meet the parents in the prayer." I can't believe that. I had to find out for myself it's true. Matt Gaetz is floating, running for governor of Florida, and Joy Reid is back, and she is just crazy. My sister's okay. Thank you so much for asking. My sister's okay, but she's in. My sister is in San Diego right now, and there's a good chance that her house is gone. She doesn't know for sure. She has no idea if her house is okay or not. It's a very devastating situation when it comes to my sister, and very sad situation. But let's get right into it. Karen is literally gonorrhea. Yeah. He's literally gonorrhea. All right, let's get right into it. Joe Biden. I cannot believe Joe Biden. I can't believe this guy is our president, was our president. Thank God. Could you imagine if this guy decided to run and somehow still be Donald Trump?
I'm gonna come.
It would be the absolute worst. We made predictions this morning. Would Joe Biden find a way to make the press conference about people's pain and suffering, about them losing the homes, freaking out? Is this fire going to stop? Is this fire going to continue? What's going to be the outcome of this situation? Joe Biden, give us some leadership about what's happening in the world and what's happening in America. And he made it about himself. Now, remember in Maui, when Joe Biden decided to make those people's pain and suffering, those fires, and he started talking about a kitchen fire that he had in his house. He said, I know what it's like to be under duress in fire situations. I myself had a kitchen burn down. And you're like, dude, you're missing the plot completely. He's like, this is what I do. So this is what he said today. I can't believe this is real. Listen to this.
We got this notification yesterday their home was probably burned down. Today, the parents are maybe still standing, I'm not sure. But the good news is, I'm a great grandfather as of today. I have a granddaughter, and a baby girl, a baby boy. So I remember this day for about the long resources.
Deep breath.
Very okay.
I mean, did you catch that? I mean, I can't believe this is actually real. Relatable Joe. Sorry to hear about your sister. Thanks so much, man. Appreciate it. Oh, Disco Plus says, I can't be at a press conference, so I look important to do nothing. Promise to wear my uniform. Exactly. I couldn't believe this clip was real. I was like, is this fake? Is this AI generated? So I went to another source because you got to find out. You want to make sure you're not the crazy one. You know, you want to make sure your own biases that I already can't stand Joe Biden, think he's a piece of crap and a terrible human being, even though the media portrays him as like this down-to-earth, beautiful man. You know, Lindsey Graham himself said he's a great guy, so therefore he has to be great. What if I also think Lindsey Graham sucks? Now what are we supposed to do? So suck equals suck? Yes. It's science, it's math, use your brain. But this is him on Fox News
Rob
as well.
Mac super chatted $5. Yo, just a few bucks for your sister, hoping she recovers.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I'll send her the $5 in the mail. I'll Venmo her and say it's from Rob Mack. Thanks so much, Rob. Hopefully we'll get a Donald Trump singing a song about that.
Counting what's happening. All I want is to do my supplements out there anyway.
I mean, you can't even hear what he's saying in this video, basically. You can't understand a single thing he's saying. He's just mumbling, of course. But I just can't believe this is real. He went from talking about notifications about the fire, people burning down, people being lost. And then he said, but guess what, guys? On a greater note, on a better news, I'm becoming a great-grandfather. Are you serious, Joe? Even Gavin Newsom, who is like the scum of the earth, Gavin Newscum, as they say in France at the French Laundry. Even Gavin Newsom, who is, oh, there it is.
Yo, just a few bucks for your sister, hoping she recovers.
Let's get it going on.
Yo, Rob Mack sent some bucks, just 5. Hoping my sister recovers, that's his vibe. But let me tell you, buddy, she's a fighter. Don't need your pen, she'll be alright, my guy. Her recovery box, recovery box. $5 won't cut it, Joe, it's her. She's got strong blood, she'll power through your measly donation, wherever soon. Now, don't get me wrong, I appreciate your thought, but $5, that's like a running error, homo forgot. If you really want to help, send a huge amount, like $100,000, that'd be tremendous.
yeah, send $100,000. Trump said it, Rob, I didn't tell you to send me $100,000. Trump literally said, send Derek $100,000. Okay, I just can't believe Joe Biden has the gall to make it about himself. Oh, on a greater note, I'm becoming a grandfather, and you could just tell the room is like, what?
The good news is I'm a great-grandfather as of today.
Good news is I'm a great-grandfather. Look at that look. Look at Gavin Newsom. Look at this freak. He's like, man, don't be talking about your grandmother like that. God. I just want you to imagine, you know, you're having a horrible day. You just lost your house. Your whole entire livelihood is gone. All the pictures, all the memories, everything. You look to the president for leadership, and he's like, guess what, guys? I'm a great-grandfather. Not many people can say they're a great-grandfather, especially in today's climate. Kids aren't having kids these days. What is up with these kids not having kids? It's like we told them about climate anxiety every 5 seconds of their life, and they're still not having children. It makes no sense. He's the worst. He is the worst. Word to your mom. That's some serious malarkey. What's up, Lewis? Thanks so much for the $5. Even though Trump, you know, dissed your $5, I do not diss your $5. Okay, I see that as hard-earned money, and don't listen to Trump. He has very high expectations. Also, Nicolas Cage is in California currently, putting out fires everywhere. Nothing screams this video. Nothing screams LA quite like a forest fire in Nicolas Cage. This is how we do it. Why is this a video? He just walks by, he's just waving. Hey, what's up? Hey, how's it going? You know what? Celebrity does what celebrity does. Celebrity is what celebrity is at the end of the day. It's literally science. Everyone knows that about celebrityness. What's news? Okay. Wasn't Nick Cage on fire in that motorcycle movie? Yes. One of the greatest underrated films of our generation. Nick Cage as, what was he? Ghost Rider. I love that video. That movie, Ghost Rider, is so good. It's so bad. It's one of those, I don't know if you guys are like me, but I love movies that are so bad that they're good. Like, the worse the movie is, the lower the rating on Rotten Tomatoes and audience score, the better it is. It's just a fact. It's just a fact. I don't know. I'm at the point now, like, I don't trust Rotten Tomatoes. I only trust audience score, but I know if both of them are low, it's going to be fantastic. It's going to be one of the greatest films ever made. Also, something coming down the pipe. Joe Rogan literally predicted the fire in LA. He said one of the main reasons he got out of LA because he talked to this firefighter once and it scared the shit out of him.
I talked to a fireman once. This is one of the reasons it freaked me out. And he was telling me, he goes, dude, one day, he goes, it's just going to be the right wind and fire's going to start in the right place and it's going to burn through LA all the way to the ocean. And there's not a fucking thing we can do about it. I go, really? He goes, yeah, we just get lucky. He goes, we get lucky with the wind. He goes, but if the wind hits the wrong way, it's just going to burn straight through LA and there's not going to be a thing we can do about it. Because these fires are so big, dude. When they're talking about like thousands of acres that are burning simultaneously with like 40-mile-an-hour winds. And the wind's just blowing embers through the air, and those embers are landing on roofs, and those houses are going up, and they're landing on bushes, and those bushes are going up, and everything's dry. And once it happens in a way where it's so spread out that there's nothing they can do. There's nothing they can do.
You just have to evacuate, right?
Nothing they can do. I talked to a fireman once. This is one of the...
Holy shit. Dude, what the frick? You know, people mock Joe Rogan about some things. COVID, monkeys, flat earth. But he gets a lot of things right. Oh my God. It's not that he knows it. He just knows who to talk to about it. Give it to Joe Rogan. Hey guys, I'm making some bread right now. I'm going to go check on my bread. Hold on. I'll be back in like 2 seconds. I'm going to check on the temperature of my bread because I'm making bread. I'm making soup tonight, and I've made some bread on the side because I'm a fantastic husband. What are you going to do? Hold on. I'm going to check it. Where's my Be Right Back? I'm going to just check the temp. Oh, here it is. I'll be right back. Hold on.
You're a lying dog-faced pony soldier.
I'm back. The bread is not finished yet. The bread is not finished. It's at 174. I need to get to 190. Go make that bread, baby. Gotta make that bread. I made some green chili stew with beef and green chili and potatoes. It's freaking gonna be delicious. I made some homemade bread to dip in it. Gotta get those carbs. Honestly, this is like one of the freakiest videos of I don't know if you're like me when you're like all over today. Derek's got one in the oven. Are you predestining that? I am like Tim Pool. I'm trying to get pregnant right now. Jack says, I'm getting hungry. Dude, get hungry. Disco Post says, my girlfriend gets nervous whenever the weather says that there may be flooding in the area. Like, I'm like, babe, we live on a hill. That's awesome. It sounds gross. Dude, you sound gross, dude. You don't even know how good you could have it with bread and green chili stew and deliciousness. But just a reminder as well that Donald Trump was right again. He predicted the fires and he talked about the water situation in California. He literally talked about it. When Donald Trump starts rambling and people are like, this guy's an idiot. Obviously he talked to somebody. Donald Trump he just sometimes be saying stuff and you got to pay attention. Listen to this.
They said, we have no water. I said, do you have a drought? No, we don't have a drought. I said, why don't you have no water? Because the water isn't allowed to flow down. It's got a natural flow from Canada all the way up north of water, more water than they could ever use. Uh-huh. And in order to protect a tiny little fish, the water up north gets routed into the Pacific Ocean. Millions and millions of gallons of water gets poured. I could have water
Remember that the reports were out as well that firefighters were running out of water. And yes, they can go get water from the sea, but their water reserves and fire hydrants were low around the city.
All of that land, water for your forests. You know, your forests are dry as a bone.
Yeah.
Okay?
Dangerous.
That water could be routed. You know, you could have everything. Oh, not only dangerous, billions of dollars a year they spend on forest fires. And, you know, there's a case with the environment. They're not allowed to rake their forests because you're not allowed to touch it. And all they have to do is clean their forest, meaning rake it up, get rid of the leaves, get rid of, leaves that are sitting there for 5 years. And
we'll certainly get rid of the dead fall.
And get rid of the trees that have fallen.
Yeah.
Again, Donald Trump was right again.
I'm gonna come.
I mean, what the heck, dude? Timmer says green chili stew. Yes, green chili stew, man. Do you not know about green chili? Gosh. Do you not live in a cold climate where you want stew? I make killer bread when the mood strikes me. Now we're talking. See, if you want to get, fellas, if you want to get yourself a lady, learn how to make bread, my dude. Learn how to make freaking bread. Nice, chewy, crusty bread. Perfect for soup. Yeah, perfect. Need to figure out the reverse osmosis of seawater. Dubai has been doing it for years. Everything in Dubai is like super crazy to me. One of my favorite meme guys, Maze, always suggest to follow. Maze is great. Wilson says common sense has been outpaced by greed over and over again. I know. Greed and this obsession in leadership. We have like an obsession in leadership where we almost worship our politicians or see them as celebrities. I mean, that's why like, Stephen Colbert and these late night talk show hosts, they'll just have politicians on now. Where it used to be like actual celebrities, because no one cares about celebrities anymore. Celebrities completely ruined their image during COVID, where people just don't care about the big celebrities. I mean, if you go to the movies nowadays, it's like, who's playing this? Who is this actor? Like, I just feel like in every movie, it's somebody different these days. They don't even want reoccurring roles anymore. They're like, let's get somebody new. Let's get this Derek O'Shea guy to play this one role and then never have him play another role again. But here's an old video from Gavin Newsom from 2021 talking about being thankful that Joe Biden's in office now, because now that Joe Biden's in office, there will no longer be wildfires and hurricanes because they take climate change seriously.
That's what's different now is we are committed as a team, as a partnership with the legislature and other state agencies, including now the federal government, no longer a sparring partner, but a working partner.
There you go.
Federal government, where we're not addressing headwinds, but tailwinds in terms of the support.
God, I hate him
Memorandum
so much.
of understanding, doubling our respective commitments to vegetation management and forest management and prescribed burns to support the Biden administration with resources, not just rhetoric, to help this collective cause.
You know what they say, if you use your hands when you talk, you're a leader. If you use your hands and you use it even if they make absolutely no sense, if you're just using your hands to talk when you talk, that's what makes you a leader.
I literally vote on whoever uses the most, uses their hands the most when they're on stage. I want it to be said here foremost. Timmer says, maybe this will be the last straw for Californians in the state and we'll wake up and turn red. I'd turn red. Maybe. You would think. It's like the people of like Santa Monica and all these regions, they constantly vote for Democrats. It's always sweeping Democrats. It's not like Orange County or any place like that. There's nothing contested whatsoever. You would think at the response, but this is what happens though. This is what happens when you're part of like a cult and you are, their religion is currently being challenged by the narrative right now. They're like, it has to be about climate change. It can't be because our forest services were cut, our firefighters were cut in half. We lost hundreds of really good firefighters during the COVID pandemic where they were forced to take a vaccine and they decided not to take the vaccine. And now that they're down firefighters, I mean, you're seeing something right now. Los Angeles Scanner put out a tweet that said, there are not enough firefighters according to the LAFD chief. Remember, the LAFD chief is that chick that says we need to hire more diversity. There's not a real number. We just need way more. And the comments are just absolutely cooking this person. The consequences of hiring people based on sexual orientation to fulfill a diversity quota as opposed to be based on merit. Damn, I guess they shouldn't have been firing firemen that got vaccinated. 113 firefighters removed from duty without pay for failing to meet city's vaccination mandate. Another one from NPR that people are pulling up. This is from 2023. Firefighting is a mostly white male. A California program aims to change that. Firefighting is mostly a white male. I'm missing that. Firefighting is mostly white and male. A California program aims to change that. And yet they're dying for firefighters right now because they don't have enough in the area. When you prioritize equity and inclusion and then forget to just hire the people that want to work and hire the best and brightest, this is what happens. It's freaking sick. You're never going to get half of California to vote for a party that promises to deport them. It's so true. Dude, so true. Biggest hand talker award, Nancy Pelosi. No, she doesn't have hands. She's got multiple hands. You know what I'm saying? Wilson says, did you play Biden's speech yet? You called it this morning. Yeah, dude. I played it at the very beginning. When Biden said that he was thankful for his being a grandfather all of a sudden. How is that real? How is that freaking real? How is Biden real? Violet says, I'm so late to this. I just invested in a 2-hour-long documentary about a Japanese religious cult. Sounds good. But everybody was wondering where Karen Bass was when she was in Ghana doing Wakanda Forever. She came back, and a Sky News reporter found her at the tarmac coming back from her trip from Guyana and asked her a few questions. Let's see if she actually answers any of his questions as I check on my bread.
Do you owe citizens an apology for being absent while their homes were burning? Do you regret cutting the fire department budget by millions of dollars, Madam Mayor? Have you nothing to say today? Have you absolutely nothing to say to the citizens today? Elon Musk says that you're utterly incompetent. Are you considering your position? Madam Mayor, have you absolutely nothing to say to the citizens today who are dealing with this disaster? No apology for them? Do you think you should have been visiting Ghana while this was unfolding back home?
Look at that. I mean, she doesn't answer a single question, and my bread looks great, by the way. Just pulled it out the oven.
Madam Mayor, let me ask you just again, have you anything to say to the citizens today as you return?
Anything to say?
Ma'am, hold on 1 second.
Madam Mayor, just a few words for the citizens
Madam,
today as
any
you return
words?
to deal with the catastrophe.
Can you take this down?
Any words to say? Any words? Anything you want to say?
David, as you say, she wasn't very keen to answer any of your questions there. And fire chiefs are also admitting that they just don't have enough personnel to take out the fires.
Yes.
Yeah, they're fighting all sorts of challenges. They're talking about a water shortage. There are reports of fire hydrant failures. They've been unable to use firefighting aircraft for much of the day due to the smoke that is billowing ominously from the hills where the wildfires are raging. And I suppose despite that political storm, this is, of course, at its heart, a human story because we've now 80,000 people evacuated, tens of thousands of others.
I just, you know, The thing that amazes so many politicians about Donald Trump is that he has the ability to just answer questions when asked. You're not going to see him just walk away in these moments. Wilson says, perfect example of a political puppet. Smile, nod, folks. Smile, nod. Yeah, 100%. Just smile, nod, not even look. Don't even look, don't even look.
Her dealing
Act like you're not even there.
with this disaster.
All you have to say, like, even if she wants to be a psychotic freak, all you have to be is like, yeah, I was in Africa for American relations or some crap. She could just lie about that and be like, I'm here now. I took a red eye. I'm doing everything I can to be here. I had no idea what was going down. I've been flying for 24 hours. I'm ready to work. I plan on staying up all night and doing everything I can. Boom. And then people are like, okay, I guess. And then your party base is okay with that, even though they're still mad at you. You're not going to stop people from being mad at you. But that's all she had to say. But she didn't say it. It's so easy. Being a politician is the easiest job in the whole world, especially if you're a Democrat. You don't have to take accountability for anything. People just back you up regardless. And then you can just scream, I don't know, Elon Musk is trying to make this about DEI when deep down inside, this is about climate change and we need to have people that are serious about it. That's all they have to do. It's so boring. They get such an easy pass. Timmer says, wow, not even a word or expression. Exactly. Disco says, silly voters and taxpayers don't need an explanation. She's special. She's something, all right. She's beyond special. She's like, she's the definition of special. I am a special. And my favorite too, not to be outdone from that last video, here's Karen Bass. She put this on her social media. She put this video on her social media saying she's ready to work and stuff like that. But the weirdest thing about this video to me is that she takes the audio off. She cuts the audio. She cuts the audio and it's like, what are you talking? Like, are you giving away secret information or something? She cuts the audio and this is all you get. I mean, that's it. Thanks for sharing this, Karen.
I'm gonna come.
Thanks for the words of encouragement. It really shows you're doing a lot of hard work by standing there, putting your hands in your pocket. It's nice to see Gavin Newsom's hands are out of his butt pockets for the first time today. Never forget that video of Gavin Newsom with both of his hands in the back pockets of his jeans, which is always an aggressive mode. Whenever you're standing and watching people's houses burn, it's just to put both of your hands in your butt. Gavin Newsom is the worst. Karen Bass is the worst. Caruso has already been doing way more than her, and he's not even the mayor. Why LA decided to not go with him over her is ridiculous. People here are probably yelling at her, probably. I mean, look at this. Look at all these people with like cameras. There's cameras everywhere. It's like they're all just like little social media. Oh, a ginger. Two gingers. Why are there two gingers next to each other? Get them out of there, dude. Get these gingers out of there. And she's also ginger. Step ginger. But look at this person with the camera. There's so many people with cameras. There's another guy to the right with a camera. Let's see if there he is. This police chief. You know that the police chief in the background right over here, is just pissed. He is probably so mad. And they're all having this like photo op moment because that's what being a politician is all about. It's not actually about helping people. It's about having a photo op moment so people think that you are working hard as you possibly can. I mean, here's Joe Biden's photo op moment. I mean, look at this photo. It's just, look at him. And why does Gavin Newsom always have that look? He always is pulling the rock look with like the one eyebrow up, like, I know I look sexy right here in this pose. Did you guys hear Kimberly Guilfoyle is single now? Thinking about sliding into those DMs, says Gavin Newsom. Disco says, we need all these firefighters standing around to tell people what We're doing absolutely nothing while their homes burn. Yeah, exactly. Timber says in California, gingers must walk in pairs. No ginger. Is that true? Gingers in California fear for their life so much that they have to walk in pairs. I had no idea. This is all new to me. I mean, what do you think Joe Biden's even thinking right here? God, that screen looks good. So you're telling me that screen just kind of rolls on? Oh.
I'm gonna come.
You're telling me that screen just rolls for itself? It's got rollers on there? And it's connected to a computer? Not too bad myself. Not too bad myself. Wilson says, I can't imagine being a first responder in that situation. All that training to help others and no resources. Exactly. I mean, it's like being a police officer in a Soros DA area where it's like, you're not going to lock up these people because they'll get let out immediately. And so it's like, why would I even do my job? So you have all these firefighters that don't even have access to water. And they're like, I guess I'm just going to go around with a pickaxe. Even though this wind is up to 50 miles an hour. Apparently the wind is subsiding, by the way. So thank God. Standing Mannequin says, I heard the hydrants are not working in Lahaina. I've heard that too. Gavin got his eyebrows waxed. Is that true? It does kind of look so. He does. Everything. I mean, look how smooth his skin is. What products do you use? You and Joe Biden both got the smoothest skin. All right. And here's a little promo video that Gavin Newsom put out to show like how hard they're working together. They're both so cringe. Look at this promo video.
It's impossible for me to express.
This is Gavin Newsom's thankful for Joe Biden doing everything he can video. And look at Joe Biden's face. He looks like he's about to fall asleep.
For me to express the level of appreciation and cooperation we received from the White House in this administration. So on behalf of all of us, Mr. President, thank you for being here, and not just being here today. Thank you for being here since the minute of this incident, when there was a 10-acre fire less than 24 or so hours ago. Deep gratitude.
And Joe Biden finishes with, sorry for all the bad news, folks, but that being said, good news, I'm a great-grandfather. Yeah, I'm a great-grandfather. Thanks, Gavin Newsom, for that promo video. Timmer says, Gavin is taking credit for all the wind slowing down, probably. He's like, we created a platform that slows down wind in America. Not saying that we're in control of the weather. We would never admit to that. What are you, nuts? We would never admit to that. Poopy pants level? Is he taking it? He's taking a dump right there.
It's impossible for me.
Oh man, I gotta really poop, man.
Level of appreciation.
I gotta poop, man. Hurry up this press conference, man.
White House in this
Come on, guy.
All of us.
You gotta hurry at the press conference, man.
Not just being here today.
Hurry up, man.
Since the minute.
Gavin, shut up, man.
There was a 10-acre fire.
Oh, it's coming.
24 or so hours ago. Deep gratitude. It's impossible for me to express.
How old are you, Derek? I'm 55 years old. Disco says, can somebody explain to me how all the standing around talking actually helping anything? Yes. Don't you feel like your emotions are better off now that you see Joe Biden in California currently, even though he was already planning on going there? It's almost like it was all part of the plan. He's squeezing one out. He is. But big news, though, that we can all get excited. The leadership team in the Los Angeles Fire Department. What's wrong with that picture, Derek? Nothing, I swear. I swear. If you're saying anything negative about this picture of the leadership team for the Los Angeles Fire Department, if you're saying anything negative about this picture of the Los Angeles Fire Department team, if you say anything negative, you're part of the problem. Oh, I guess I'm part of the problem then, I guess. Biden think I can run in 28? Yeah, he probably is thinking that. JR says you're talking too fast and coherent to be accurate, Biden. Oh, sorry. You need to slow it down. Lose your train of thought, pause, and then try to remember you're saying something random. Thank you for saying that. Let's try that again. Here we go. We'll try that again.
Man, if you would just hurry up this speech, I could finally get the ice cream he was promising me to have. I remember getting ice cream with corn pop, and he had those hairy legs I would just rub up and down. Those hairy legs really got me going. Remember corn pop? Do you think corn pop was organic corn, or was it corn that was created in a lab? It's important to figure out. I'm Joe Biden, out.
Okay, it's stupid. This show's gone downhill. I swear Bold DS used to be based. DS used to be based, I guess, the mind virus. Bold DS? Who's that? Who's Bold DS? Let's go, boy. What's up, Captain? Hey, guys, go. Great news, though. Great news, guys. Great news. Derek W, thanks. Ice cream corn? That's man. that's the line. That's the line right there.
Do you think they have ice cream that's made out of corn? I would love me a corn milkshake. Maybe corn pop can make me a corn milkshake, and we can make corn flakes with the milkshake. So much corn, I'm feeling corny.
Stupid. I can't say the D word on YouTube. It rhymes. Oh, okay. Okay. You can say whatever you want. Say it. I'm not afraid of it. Guys, though, very exciting news that we can all celebrate. Biden announcing $500 million to Ukraine today. We just gave Ukraine $500 million while California is burning, totaling $65 billion. Don't worry, North Carolina, you'll one day get your check. This is our reality. This is our reality. Is our politicians are more concerned about other countries than they are about helping their own. Because to help their own, they'll have to not talk about climate change. They won't have to talk about the other side of the aisle. They'll actually have to get stuff done. And they're like, you know what? Well, before you freak out at me though, okay? Before you guys freak out, Joe Biden did also give California $500 million today as well. $500 million for, okay, and this is from today. Biden administration delivers $500 million to California for disaster relief today. And look how this team, who their city is currently burning, look how they react to getting this $500 million. It's like, especially this woman right here, this black woman. Her reaction is my favorite. She's like, gotta get that money. $500 million. Woo! It's like, hey, that's not your money, dude. Okay, listen to this.
This is likely one of the final acts of the Biden administration set to impact the Golden State. The presentation of this check for more than $500 million. 1, 2, 3. Say money!
What? How is she real, dude? Say money. Let's get a zoom in on this lady's face. Wait. 2, 3. Say money. Say money. They all want a no car. Absolutely no accountability in this policy. No, 100%. They won the lotto at these people's expense. This is what it feels like. Say money.
The money specifically is allocated for disaster relief, set to eventually go to Californians who were impacted by winter storms that resulted in severe flooding, wind damage, and mudslides between December 2022 and January 2024.
Again, the most craziest thing, if you put this fire in context, California just had record rain, record floods, and instead of actually collecting this water and putting it in to their reserves to put out the fire, they just pushed the water into the ocean. They just pushed it into the ocean. JR says, I appreciate the improvement on your Biden voice over thing. Could use a few more long, awkward pauses and moments where his long, drawn out, okay, I'll keep praying about it, working on it. Thanks, JR. She gets to keep some, says Michael. Yeah, 100%. She's totally ciphering some of that. Yeah, MOB. Democrats' lives are a disaster. They all need relief vacations. Yeah, well, they gotta go. They gotta be like Karen Bass. They gotta go to Wakanda. So the fires are on purpose, says Michael. Oh, Michael, how dare you say that? No. You know, there is some like weird reports going around. I don't know if they're on purpose. I don't know. We don't know. We don't know anything about these fires. There is some things going around about it potentially being a terrorist attack, but I'm not. I haven't seen much into that, so I wouldn't go too far deep into that. It kind of fits the narrative, but also it begs the question. You know, if Joe Rogan in 2023 was talking about how a big reason he left LA was because he talked to a firefighter and a firefighter said, if this goes up, we're all going down. I mean, obviously they knew, and yet they didn't do anything about it, of course. Because why would you? You know, record flooding, record rain, collect all that water, have more reserves everywhere, just in case, you know, because if climate change is real, it's going to happen more often. Like you said, maybe act like it. Instead, they don't act like it.
Presenting the check, U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development senior official Marion McFadden, here on behalf of the Biden-Harris administration. She notes while FEMA is in charge of immediate disaster assistance, this federal funding from the U.S.
They're just holding up this check and clapping. It's so cringy.
HUD is meant to help rebuild.
So tone deaf. And this is from today.
Aware of the long-term component of disaster recovery. And that's where the HUD Community Development Block Grant Disaster Recovery Funds come in, because they stay with communities for months and years to ensure that that long-term work can happen.
California Department of Housing.
Yeah, $500 million in California stays for months and years. No chance. That'll be gone within the week. Captain says, we all know it's Trump's fault for the fires. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, it's Trump's fault. It has to be. It's everything is, if you think about it. It's literally Trump's fault. If you just think about it, it's Trump's fault. JR says, I saw a blue laser beam video starting the fire. Not sure if that was true. I saw that video as well, but I don't know. Everyone thinks it's like a propane tank or just weird lighting. I don't know. UV lasers. It's like, yeah, maybe. But then if that is the case, then that makes life even more of a living hell than it really is. But listen to this guy, okay? Here's a perfect example of why knowing about the news and knowing about what's going on in the world is important. You have this guy who is sitting in his home, and he didn't get a notification about the fires in California, and he had no idea it was happening until it was at his freaking front door. Again, these notifications didn't even go out because a lot of people's internet went out and power went out. And so people just thought, oh, my power's out. Listen to this.
Coming down, we've been out here since 5 o'clock, and all you see is just raining hellfire.
When did you get the notification for an evacuation?
We never did. Over here, never got the evacuation notice. Even when we got here, it was not there.
And have you seen any fire crews here? I see an engine company down there.
Yeah, we see them going up and down the street, but not helping us.
Right. Well, there simply aren't enough around. Listen, your name is?
James.
Last name is?
Day.
D-A-Y?
D-A-Y.
Good luck to you, James.
Thank
you. So there you have it. I mean, this is hand-to-hand combat, quite frankly. This isn't to put any kind of blame anywhere, because there are so many fires and intersections like this. There's another explosion. Goodness knows what that was. That
coming down. We've been out here.
That was a really nice FJ. Let me get that FJ. Dang. I mean, this is why you need to be on X. This is why you need to be on X. Don't trust the government to tell you what's going on. The only person that you need to trust when you need to figure out what's going on is yourself. California is the richest state. Yeah, their annual GDP is absolutely insane. It dwarfs countries around the world, and yet their money situation is absolutely devastating and terrible. They're like a person that is so far in debt, they don't know how to get out of debt. So instead of getting out of debt and changing the way they do things around the state, they just go further into debt. And they have that mentality of like, well, we just got to use more money. And if we don't have enough money, we'll get more money. And if we don't have enough money, we'll get more money. It's just crazy. His house is burning while being interviewed. I know. Isn't that nuts? It's like, where are you going, dude? Where are you going? Are you just going to stay here? Like, it's crazy. But not to be outdone, CNN did send in the gays to do the they put in Anderson Cooper. This guy is done. He's so old. Why do they have him on Anderson Cooper doing man on the street videos?
Anderson, tell us about this scene behind you.
Yeah, we're at the corner of Harriet and Glen, and I got to tell you, we've been here for about 40 minutes. This whole area is just engulfed in flames. This house really just kind of exploded in flames that went up to this.
Oh my God. Anderson Cooper died. When I first saw this video, I thought, what the heck just happened? He's like looking up at this tree and he's like, there's a tree, it's on fire, and then it just stops. You're like, oh, Anderson, are you okay? Anderson? Oh my God. Where's Anderson?
All right. Which with these winds, even though beyond the winds have died down.
Okay, he's okay. His camera stopped working. Protect Anderson's hair.
These embers from the tree, they're all over the block, and they are moving to other houses, and you see new fires being created from these embers. This house is gone.
Cooper's using a green screen.
All these houses are gone here. There's a fire crew here. I was talking to the captain earlier. They ran out of water here on this street about 30 minutes.
Get out of the road. This truck just had to swerve Anderson Cooper. Anderson Cooper's like, I gotta get this shot, dude. I gotta get this shot. Everybody's counting on this shot. Everybody's stoked on my shots.
They hooked up the hydrants. They turned them on. The water ran out. So now they're just moving on to another area.
Yeah.
What they did when they don't have water is they try to create defensive perimeters around house.
All right, so Anderson Cooper saves the freaking day, and Donald Trump absolutely obliterates Gavin Newsom with his truth. I'm on truth all the time. I've literally never used truth. Maybe a couple times. Dang, his hair is ashy. That hair is so ashy. Governor Newsom refused to sign the water restoration declaration before him that would have allowed millions of gallons of water from excess rain and snow melt from the north to flow daily into parts of California, including the areas are currently burning in a virtually apocalyptic way. He wanted to protect an essentially worthless fish called a smelt by giving it less water. It didn't work. And that's what everyone's kind of talking about right now, is this fish, that they saved this fish in order for them not to have more water. And that being said, though, if you are parked illegally in California while it's on fire, you need to move your car. Look, I know people's livelihoods are on fire right now, but if you don't move that car, Janice, we're giving you a ticket. Okay. The parking police, there is flames in the background. There is smoke in the background, and you have a parking attendant still like, you know what? That's 4 hours too long. You think you can get away with that in California? No chance. No chance. None at all. I love when people take their jobs way too seriously. And you're like, can we just like pause? Can we pause parking tickets for a night? No. Big Mama's got to get her checks. Big Mama has got to get her checks. Major chat. Okay, let's reframe, and we're gonna talk about this pastor at the Jimmy Carter funeral that literally quoted Meet the Parents. I can't believe this is real. I cannot believe this video is real. I thought this video was fake. You have this pastor from Jimmy Carter's funeral quoting Meet the Parents word from word, and I found the clip itself. Listen to this.
Teach us to know you more clearly, to love you more dearly, and to follow you more nearly each day.
To love thee more dearly, to see thee more clearly, to follow thee more nearly, day by day. By day. Amen.
Amen.
Okay, so I saw this clip going around and I thought, nah, that can't be real. That can't actually, oh my God, it's real. This clip is actually real from the funeral procession of Jimmy Carter in Washington, D.C. just a few days ago. It's about 2 hours into the funeral. I looked for this clip because I don't want to be one of those fools who get taken for a run. So I found it, and just to prove it's real, here it is.
His great life. Teach us to know you more clearly, to love you more dearly, and to follow you more nearly each day. We pray in your matchless name. Amen.
Simulation theory, I know. How is this real?
More clearly, to follow thee more nearly.
Come on, dude.
Day by day. By day. Amen.
Amen.
Did you write that? Did you write that? Or did you get somebody to write that for you? Oh my God. Nothing is real in America anymore. Everything, it's all an illusion, man. Nothing's real. Nothing's real. Okay. All right, I'm gonna finish. Dang, that pastor needs some royalty fees on that shit. Yeah. Yeah, he does. Yeah. I'll probably get copyrighted on that showing that video. I'll get a copyright hit on this video. It'd be like, Derek, you can't have monetization for this video. But then this guy can get monetized for just literally quoting it word for word. This country's going downhill. Sick. Is this another DEI hire? We are literally sick. Satanist joke. Yeah, what the heck? Okay, yeah, let's go down that rabbit hole. Maybe he is a Satanist. And he's not even a real Christian. And he's just like, he saw that on Meet the Parents and he thought, you know what? I'm literally going to quote this word for word. It's going to be awesome. How do you say this? What if this guy was like a prank? It was a prank. This guy, somebody put him up to it. Somebody was like, dude, you know, it'd be hilarious. He's like, what? If you quoted Meet the Parents at the funeral for Jimmy Carter, who no one cares about, if you would just quote that, I'll give you $100 million. He's like, oh, bet, dude. I will literally quote it word for word. I'm not even, nobody will call me out. Nobody will say anything. Too bad you forgot about the internet. AI was inspired by the movie when the pastor used it. Yeah. So my monetization goes down, but this brother still gets his check. It ain't right. It ain't right. What other explanation is there? There isn't one. I think somebody put him up to this. Somebody held him at gunpoint. Somebody pulled this pastor into a room and said, I'm going to kill you if you don't, quote, meet the parents. There is a DraftKings bet for plus 1,000 to, quote, meet the parents in this prayer. And I have $200,000 riding on it, bro. You're going to say it and you're going to like saying it. There's got to be an over-under. I mean, what could have been the over-under? I mean, I want to hear it again. It's too good. This voice is so iconic.
Of someone with the ethical congruence. To be salt and light to his generation. Lord, he made the world
there's Mike Johnson.
More palatable.
Kamala and Mamala.
We thank you for his passion.
Keep your eyes closed.
For integrity, his commitment to leave the world.
Keep your eyes closed.
Better than he found it, and his exemplary love for his precious Rosalind.
Here we go.
Inspired by his great life, teach us
here we go.
To know you more clearly. To love you more dearly.
Wait.
And to follow
that guy
you more.
Okay, does this guy look asleep? That head is a little bowed too low. Okay? If I was a pastor, I'd stop and be like, excuse me, sir. Am I boring you? Is me quoting Meet the Parents word for word boring you?
Nearly each day. We pray in your matchless name. Amen.
He's like, I can't believe I just got away with that. Rob Max says, Derek, I'll watch your show tomorrow morning so I can follow your channel more nearly, hear you more clearly, and drink a cold one more beerly. Thank you for doing that. That means a lot to me. Clearly. Disco Puss says, how could you keep a straight face if you knew? Dude, I'd be dying. But I think that would go right over me. We have a mask wearer right here. Thank you. It's 2025 and we're still wearing them. I'm never giving up my mask ever. I only wear my mask at the gym. It's really exfoliating my skin. Is Kamala still celebrating Kwanzaa or what? Yeah, I think so. I think Kwanzaa is 365 days. It's only in the month of May. Kamala is totally trying to not cackle. I think this would go right over me. That's the only problem. And then I would get home and be like, son of a gun, I knew that sounded familiar. I freaking knew that sounded familiar. All right, guys, I'm going to head off. I'm going to go eat my stew that Timmer says is gross in your face. It's going to be delicious, amazing. And I'm going to go eat my bread. Have a wonderful night. I'll see you guys early in the morning, 9 a.m. Eastern. Come hang out with us. Those of you on TikTok as well, 9 a.m. Eastern. Rumble, always a pleasure. Very quiet on Rumble, quiet on the Rumble front. Have a wonderful night. You guys are awesome. Oh yeah, I got some super chats. Yes, Rob with the super chat. Thank you so much for that $5 super chat, my dude. Have a wonderful freaking night. I'll see you in the morning, that we may hang out more clearly, be more dearly, drink coffee more schwerily. Timmer hates dude. Timmer hates being American. He's literally Mossad in the chat. He's Mossad.